the one metric that determines your career fate. Survival number, Captain Careers.
In the ever-shifting landscape of the modern workplace, there is one man I always call upon to help us navigate the choppy waters of employment, promotions, and the harsh reality of retrenchment. He is the CEO of Career Agility International, but on this show, I know him best as Captain Careers. Please welcome back to the conversation, Adrian Choo. Adrian comes to us today with what feels like a major wake-up call for every professional out there. He's introducing a concept he calls the survival number. The idea that there is one single definitive metric that determines whether you are staying, moving up, or being shown the door. But we aren't just talking about numbers today. We're diving into a much more provocative conversation. There is a growing sentiment that the jobs of our fellow citizens are under threat. Not just from technology or shifting economies, but because there is a perception that the foreigners arriving on our shores are simply hungrier for success than we are. I want to get the captain's take on whether we locals have truly lost our edge and find out exactly what this magic number is before it's too late to change it.
The survival number. That one metric and your career fate. Hired, fired, promoted, retrenched.
If someone in Malaysia or Philippines or somewhere else can deliver that much, but it's half the price, immediately their equation becomes 10x. And then the company's going to go, oh, so why should I keep you? So that's the big challenge. So the question is, how can I then build a moat around my 4x, 6x, 8x, which that person cannot?
Yeah, I know where you're coming with this, but you know, Adrian, the thing is she used the term hungry. Not wrong, you know. Hi everyone, we need your help. Please watch this video until the end. We do our best for each episode to really deliver as much value as we can. And our guests who make the time to come here, well, we need to give them the respect as well to really sit down and have a good conversation. And conversations, as conversations go, they take time. So we really ask you to please watch each video until the end. We need the hours in order for us to continue producing more and more episodes on the Chris Hansen Conversation. Please enjoy this conversation. Before we begin the show, here is an important announcement. For 100 years, Shure has set the standard for professional audio. Designed to outlast and outperform, Shure products help you deliver your message with confidence. Trust in Shure. You can be sure with Shure. Shop the Shure Shop Singapore now. Visit the link on screen and use the promo code AFC Hansen to get limited Shure merchandise with your purchases. Now, let's start the show. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Chris Hansen Conversation. It's the I Love My Job series today, and of course, you know, I've got my resident guest who's been with us since the very beginning, and he is the CEO of Career Agility International, and we call him Captain Careers. I call him Bones. And welcome back to the studio, Adrian.
Always happy to be here, Chris. It's amazing. One more thing before we start.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your subscriber base.
Hey, thanks, man.
It's amazing. You've grown so much.
Yeah. I've grown sideways, and so has my subscriber base.
It's amazing. I've always wanted to touch one of these.
Touch, huh?
Okay.
It came all the way from Alaska, man.
Oh, really?
When it came in the mail, right?
Wow.
I checked out the box. Oh, shucks, it came from Alaska. So this thing is made in Alaska.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, man. Congratulations.
Hey, thanks, mate. And on top of that, I see that we're both uniformed today, and this wasn't planned. We're all both in black tees, and then we both seem to be supporting the same baseball team. Yeah. How the hell did this happen? God only knows.
No idea. This show sponsored by...
No. This shows that we are of a certain age.
Yes.
And somehow we had some kind of psychic connection. Today we must come in a black tee and we must wear this kind of cap, you know.
Yeah, it's he's my brother from another mother. That's why we think the same way. My separated at birth twin. So yeah.
Two different races, man. How did that happen? Anyway, welcome back to the show, my friend. Today is a very interesting thing that you're going to be leading this one today as usual, because resident guests ought to do that, right? And they're the ones that lead the show.
That's right.
You told me, let's prep the show on this thing called the survival number.
Yeah.
And there's this mechanism surrounding the survival number when it comes to careers. So what are we looking at? A financial ROI? We're looking at what that a staff member must bring to the firm, or is it a more complex ratio of value to cost?
Yeah. So what we have been observing in the past couple of years, being career coaching in the market and everything, we've come to a conclusion, and that there's a magic number you have to beat in order to keep your job, to get the job, or not get retrenched.
So this was devised by experience.
Yes,
but you
correct.
guys actually researched and noted.
We did, and we looked around, and we had benchmarked, and the number is 4x.
What?
4x. Okay, four times.
Okay.
The number is 4.
I only know 3x, and then there's R21. Then
4x isn't 4x the beer in 4x is the beer in Queensland. There's a beer there called 4x beer.
Is that right?
Yeah, but what we're looking at now is 4x, which means so our principle is you have to create 4 times the value to your company over your cost. Which means if I'm paying you $10,000, you have to create at least $40,000 worth of value.
And how is that value quantified?
Yeah, and that's where the challenge is.
Okay.
So, because think about it, okay? If you hire a salesperson for $10,000, and if he brings in $5,000 every month, you're going to fire him, right? Because he's losing money for you. Even if he's bringing in $10,000, you're thinking, well, I'm paying you $10,000, you're bringing in $10,000. I'm not gaining, right?
Yeah.
So the magic number is 4x, which means 4 times. And the reason why we picked that 4x is because in the consulting field, if you're in HR consulting, legal, if you're a lawyer, or if you're just in one of those McKinsey types firms, you need to bill 4 times your cost to the company. So if you're being paid $250,000, you have to be able to have at least $1 million of billable hours. So that's where we're looking at. So whatever job you're in, if you are not creating 4 times the value you're costing the company's going to see, hey, this guy may not be worth what we're paying him. Why don't we find someone who can create more value and hire him instead? Or can we find someone who's cheaper, who's creating his value? And therefore, on the retrenchment list, you're one of the first prime targets if you're not.
So if you're well paid, chances are you might be gone if you do not bring back that 4 times value.
Correct. And that's the basic
premise. But how do you guys decipher that it's actually 4 times? I know you said by experience, but there must have been something that made you guys come to a point where you put your finger to it and you go, 4 times. How the fuck that happened?
Yeah. So actually, a lot of consulting firms do 3 times. So basically, you have to bill or create 3 times worth of sales in order to keep your job. Okay, but what we are saying is that everyone else will be doing 3 times anyway. So you have to be better than them and do 4 times, one extra time. Okay. And one more thing is interesting. If you got a salesman, and you paid him $10,000, right? Right. If he brings in $10,000 worth of sales, and your profit margin say is 20%. His value is only it's only $2,000 of value. So, in fact, that 4x should not be based on your gross. It should be based on the profit, the absolute distilled value. So, what that means is that whatever job you're in, you have to be able to pinpoint what value am I creating? And if you're not creating that kind of value, why on earth do I want to keep you?
But how about jobs that has got nothing to do? Let's say, for example, this is easy to compute. If the employee belongs to, say, sales and marketing, how about those in the service field? I mean, how do you compute that person bringing you 4 times value?
This is a very good question. So, one of the contentions of this model is that it can be hard to quantify if you're not directly.
Exactly.
But imagine a supply chain person, a supply chain manager.
Right.
He creates a better pathways, cost savings.
Yeah.
So if he can save and streamline 4 times his cost, that's value creation.
But how about other employees? I mean, there are other. So you see, that's a good point. You're someone in the supply chain side, right? But what happens to those employees who are neither?
Yeah.
That you really got nothing that you can use to quantify 4 times.
Correct. Like HR or finance, right? How
Yeah,
do you
the HR
quantify
guy
it?
should be fired too.
Yeah, should. So
I know you're going to say. The HR guy hires someone and make sure that he pays him less than market.
yeah, that's so
4
sad.
times less than market.
That's so sad.
It's the only way you can quantify, right?
No, so for HR or for finance or for whatever it is, if you're in public relations, whatever it is, then can you enable
Uh-huh.
the people around you to create the 4X? Okay, so example, HR,
Okay.
right? HR makes sure that the people around them are well taken care of,
Mm.
and they're not leaving the company because your policies are crap.
Mm.
So you're actually creating certain value. So it may not be commercial monetary
So
value.
retention, you mean?
Retention, or for instance, if instead of hiring a search firm,
Yeah.
right, which costs
You
thousands
go and
of
do the
dollars.
legwork, you go and get the
Yeah.
candidates in.
correct, you bring it in, so you
Ah.
basically save the company that
Right.
much. Or if you automated certain things,
Right.
so that your productivity goes up. So the 4X principle is nothing new. It's basically productivity, a productivity hurdle you need to overcome.
Right.
So that's why whatever it is, what we believe is that you have to create at least 4X of a distilled value creation.
How about if you're just a candidate, say you're fresh out of university, and honestly more because you haven't had a work experience before,
Yeah.
right? Fuck all, right?
Yeah.
So you how would a HR person then decipher or define a new candidate fresh out of uni that I'm going to hire this guy and he probably can give us the 4X, the 4 times of his salary. How would one, first of all, on the HR part, how would he know? Secondly, how would this candidate himself or herself think about 4X or 4 times? They say, okay, they watch this show, or they listen to your podcast, or they listen to what you've got to say. And then they say, oh yeah, Adrian Choo says 4 times.
Yeah.
So when I go for the interview, I'm going to say 4 times. But how would that person be so sure that they can deliver that 4 times?
Well,
you know what I mean?
I know. So, well, for one, fresh grads are cheap, so the 4X is not that much. But nonetheless, I think
Fresh grads are cheap.
it's cheap right now. It's just terrible. It's so sad, underpaid. But that's where we all started anyway. But the point is, the companies are more forgiving for fresh grads coming in. They will probably not do the 4X. Maybe it's a 2X or 1X, maybe even half X sometimes if you're just in training mode.
Okay.
But they will hire you based on their perception of your potential to deliver 4X. And if you interview someone who's like, it doesn't look very promising, they will get the job.
Right.
So right now, when people interview fresh graduates, they're
Right.
not looking just at can you do the job? The bigger question is there runway for this person?
Right.
Can this person I bring in grow in a role so that someday within the next 3 to 4 years he can 4X, 5X, 10X?
Right.
Right. So that's why.
So basically,
It's
can
important.
can this new young person grow in a role,
Yeah.
have sufficient runway,
Yeah.
and then for which we can now, hey, well done, this guy's pretty good. Now we 2 times, then we 3 times,
Yeah.
and eventually 4 times. Only for you, 4 times means the propensity or the probability of you being retrenched or losing your job, getting your ass kicked out of the company is higher. lah. So we only work to get kicked out. Lah.
Unfortunately, that's kind of true. And in fact, in the book that we're launching a new book. We're launching a new book. It's called Your 7 Career Currencies.
Right.
We call it the paradox of Icarus. Okay, Icarus. Remember the boy whose dad put.
Hang on a second.
FedEx.
I'm so sorry, brother. I just love Kai. Kai, I tell you, you're a wonderful producer, man. It's up there on screen.
Hey!
Your 7 career currencies. And that's your new book.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, that's coming out. Oh, I love that. That's a nice picture. It's coming out in October.
Uh-huh.
And we talk about how do you increase that 4X value.
Okay, hey, everybody. Hey, camera me. Put the picture up. And put me. Okay. Okay, everybody. See that? You see that? Okay. So when it's coming out in October, it's going to be released in October. So make sure you guys grab a copy. And it's Your 7 Career Currencies. Read them and weep. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, you'll be crying. It's like, oh man, I don't have those 7 currencies. So when it comes to building that 4X, it's basically about how do I build that 4X? It's through your 7 career currencies, which I'll talk about a bit later. But ultimately, when you go for the interview, you have to show them that you have the potential to create that 4X. Maybe not now, but that's why the irony is for fresh graduates, they're not landing jobs. And the reason is because companies want to hire fresh grads with 5 years of experience. Which doesn't make sense. They want to hire someone with 5 years of experience.
Why? Wait. Do they even know what they're talking about here? I mean, you're not kidding, right?
No, I'm not kidding.
How could a company... So what are they expecting here? Let me try to be fair to these people before I call in dingbats. We're talking about, okay, I hire a fresh graduate.
Yeah.
And do you have 5 years of experience? And he'd better say yes, despite the fact that he was studying. So they're expecting these kids, whilst they are studying, to actually be at work somewhere.
Or doing some side gig or whatever it is that's relevant.
That's important to employers these days.
Yeah, because they want to get people who can hit the ground running.
Okay, snowflakes. Just so you all know, Gen Zers, this is what's expected of you. Please don't grumble about work-life balance, yeah? Go out there, have some freaking fun at work too.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And it's fun. So go take up something. I mean, I don't care.
Do a side gig.
Do
a side gig.
Yeah.
Just make sure that it's relevant. And that's why a lot of undergrads, they try to do what is called internship stacking. I've done 7 internships in my 4 years in university just to get experience, which is good on one hand, but it's also not so great because if your internship involves just stapling papers, making coffee,
taking paper from table A to table B,
back to table, then it's no point. I'd rather have someone as a hiring manager. I'd rather have someone who's got solid experience. Right?
Yeah, but it's also a good thing. Again, Gen Zers, please listen up. It's also a good thing because these companies or businesses that they intern for might just like them enough to hire them, so they got a ready-made job.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not a bad idea. Yeah.
So that's why I like them to intern, get some exposure.
Yeah.
And I think that's why companies want to hire people with potential. And if you have done work before, if you had a side gig, like for me, you know me. When I graduated, I was running a skeleton business already. I was selling skeletons to medical students.
Freaking literally skeletons and bones, dude.
Yeah. So when I graduated, I didn't have a problem getting that interview because he said, "Wow, this guy's amazing. He was selling skeletons to medical students." Right? So they basically Shell hired me as my first job.
You have skeletons in your closet.
I have for my skeletons in my closet. So I graduated with 5 years experience. You think about it, right?
Selling bones.
Selling bones, right? Selling bones, doing stuff.
I can never get over that story. I tell you.
So
talk to the hand.
Talk to the hand. Give him a hand. So that's why it's always about the forex. And you're right. When the caveat to the forex rule is that when you're young, the forex they're more lenient on you. 1x, 2x, 3x.
Okay.
The higher up you go, the bigger the X is.
Yeah.
So in other words, if I'm paying you $500,000 as a GM for Singapore, you jolly well better. You cannot say I bring in $2 million worth of business. It's not going to cut it. You got to bring in at least 10x. So if a person's earning
10x,
at least.
So
because you got to feed the other people as well, you know.
So you're saying that 4x is not just limited to 4x.
The higher you go, the bigger the demand is.
So if you're a CEO and you're bringing home $2.5 million, you better make sure you take that times 15 or 20. Then.
Correct. So that's why. So as I was saying earlier, Icarus, the story of Icarus, the boy, the Greek mythology, his dad Daedalus put wax and feathers because he wanted to escape from a prison, right?
Yeah.
And the father told him, "Don't fly too high." But the boy disobeyed and he flew up too close to the sun. The heat melted the feathers. Wax, he fell off and the boy died. So a lot of times people climb up the ladder too fast, get too expensive, too close to the sun, and suddenly realize that, hey, I'm being paid $500,000, but I am not able to bring the kind of value. Then
it seems to me then, that besides the 4x, right? Okay, with that in mind, with the 4x and 5x and even up to freaking 10, 15 freaking x's, right? Yeah. People, the worker out there trying to forge a career and trying to grow in that career should also time it to his age, perhaps.
Maybe.
You know, like okay, I don't want to get promoted now, just too soon. I'll get promoted later, so that by the time I reach a certain appointment in the business or the company,
I would be close to my retirement age. I can call it and go say fuck it all, and I just leave and I collect whatever and I leave, right? And then I'm done.
Yeah.
Because I know that I can't last forever anyway.
We can't last.
So we should time it according to that as well. Your life stages.
You're right. So we need to plan for their career longevity.
Wow, that's interesting, man.
But the flip side to the Forex is this, if you are a super performer and you're bringing in 2 million, 4 million, 5 million worth of business, you can go up to the boss and say, look, I want to raise. Because I brought in an extra 1 million.
If you want to raise, then you know there's going to be some more excess is going to be placed on top of that.
Correct. But if I've already closed additional, so if I've closed an additional 2 million in revenue, right, for this year was a great year, I can go up to the boss and say, at least even a special bonus, right? Or I walk.
Because, these conversations I always have with you, bro. I mean, it's reached a stage for me, right? That I think about. People say, you go into dangerous jobs, you get hazard pay and all that because it's dangerous shit and all that crap. I think any damn job is a risk. Okay? That's the danger you got. You're in danger all the time.
Oh, yes, correct.
So, I mean, what's the damn point, right? What's the damn point? Be a hippie, man, damn it. I mean, when you talk like this...
Well, if you're born rich into a rich family, your surname is Kwok or your surname is whatever, then,
Don't go there. Okay, so...
I
did not say that. It was Adrian Choo. Do not blame me. I didn't mention any names. Oh, boy.
No, but seriously, if you are born into a rich, wealthy family, then you can. But most of us normal peasants...
I know that we don't have a choice, right? That's where you're going to go, where you're going to go. But if you just think about it, I mean, just have this open conversation, right? Yeah. You think about this, how tired an average person must be towards the end of their lives. It's so damn tiring, man. You're in anxiety every day. You wonder about whether your job's going to be there. You wonder whether you are going to get that pay raise. But even when you do, you're worried about whether you're still going to keep your job because you can't deliver. What happens if I can't deliver anymore?
Yeah.
So what's the point?
That's why a lot of people in their 50s decide that...
I sound like such a lazy bum, right?
No, but what you're echoing is actually quite true. A lot of people are feeling that way too. They're burning out.
Burning out, yeah.
But that's why a lot of people in their 50s, they decide that they want to go away from corporate and to gigs, into what they call a portfolio career, where they go into consulting. And if you plan your career well, hopefully the financials make sense. And you can do it. That's why of the 7 career currencies, the financial one is one of them. So back to where we were.
Yeah.
We have to continuously figure out how to maintain or exceed at Forex. And recently, a legal headhunter was talking, and she was brought to task because she said that Singaporeans are not hungry enough.
Oh.
Remember that one?
Oh, man, don't get me started on that shit. Can we please put that one up, Kai? Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Poor girl.
Poor girl.
Yeah.
So the trouble is that not that Singaporeans are not hungry.
Yeah.
I think we are starving. Okay? we really need the money and food to survive, right?
Yeah.
The challenge is that when you look at the 4X principle, if you are delivering this much at this price, and you're happily 5X even, okay? If someone in Malaysia or Philippines or somewhere else can deliver that much, but it's half the price.
Yeah.
Immediately their equation becomes 10x.
Yeah.
And then the company's going to go, oh, so why should I keep you? So that's the big challenge. So the question is, how can I then build a moat around my 4x, 6x, 8x, which that person cannot?
Yeah, I know where you're coming with this, but Adrian, the thing is she used the term hungry. Not wrong, As a matter of fact, I saw this years and years ago, when I go to KL once a year for convention, and I see this, right? And I've felt this, I've been feeling this for years. Our neighbors, the people around us, and they come here to work, these guys are hungry. And I use that term hungry. Now, for context, what she meant to say is that they're driven. Singaporeans, are you serious? Do you really think that there are other reasons that she's wrong? We are really not driven. And to heart, tell me, do you think we're driven? I just cannot understand anyone who might feel that way. Because the drive is a different kind of drive, but it is not the drive she's referring to. We want to be paid more. we want to do less. And if you own a business and if you run a business, if you're an employee, please do not think you're qualified to say that we're not, to argue about this, because you're not paying someone a salary. Someone's paying you a salary. Ask your bosses and they will echo the same sentiment. Because this is truly what's happening. It's a fact. And you can talk to any entrepreneur, any SME especially, and they will tell you how difficult it is to hire a Singaporean to work the way the company policies ask them to work. And to be paid that certain amount, which is not low, by the way.
Yeah.
And if you can get a quota, if you got a quota, you can hire a foreigner, you'll be sighing a breath of relief because I'm going to be paying less. And if you're running a business, it's business. And we want to be able to hire people who can do what we want, if not more, right? And not complain.
But complaining is our national pastime. So.
But that's a fucking problem. So we can't say that. I can't say she's wrong, and I don't. Do you know? And I heard it through the grapevine. She even got death threats.
I'm not surprised. People are crazy out there.
I mean, this is Singapore.
There are a lot of crazies out there. Yeah.
This is not the US where you just willy-nilly just go and dox a person, left, right, center, and wholesale until she had to close down her social media account. You are no bloody angels, okay? So don't go out and accuse people, point fingers at her, get mad at her when you're doing worse things to her than she's ever said. And she's said nothing wrong, by the way. Yeah, I said it.
Okay, great. You got it off your chest finally.
Yeah.
To me, I've not had problems hiring driven Singaporeans. Let's put it this way. And I am biased. Okay. If I had to choose between a Singaporean and non-Singaporean, I choose a Singaporean first. So if is there nationalism involved? Yes, I always choose a Singaporean first. Okay. And that's a given. The challenge is we Singaporeans are picky. Let me tell you a fun story, okay? When I was headhunting, I would go and poach for candidates. And I pick up the phone and I call candidate A. Say, I might have a role for you. My client looking for someone like your profile. Will you be keen to explore this further? Yeah, sure. But wait a minute. Where's the office?
I know.
It's in Tuas.
Yeah,
I don't want.
Nah.
Too far away. Where are you staying? Clementi. See, Clementi isn't far from Tuas. No, I thought if you're staying in Tampines to Tuas, then maybe, right? And the best one was this person I called. I said, the office is in town. In which part of town? I said, it's in SGX building. Okay? It's in the heart of Raffles Place, right? I don't want. Why? Because there's no sheltered walkway from the MRT. I was like, oh goodness, it was so funny. So
yeah.
And what's the funniest thing? The funniest thing is after a while, when I interview people, and I interview the Malaysians, okay, they tell me the same thing because they've gotten so used to the Singapore level of comfort that they're telling me, and then I look at their profile, hey, you're actually Malaysian, but welcome to Singapore, you've become Singaporean. So it's infectious. So I don't think that Singaporeans are any less hungry, okay, but I think we are spoiled. And that might make us picky and choosy. Okay.
You know how contradicting that sounds, bro. I mean,
but we can afford to.
You're choosy, you spoil, therefore you're entitled, and therefore you're still hungry?
Still hungry. I mean,
I don't know how.
They're hungry for the steaks.
That is the biggest fucking paradox I've ever heard, okay?
They're hungry for the steaks, not for the kacang putih. So that's why I think she probably could have been more graceful in her usage of the word.
Why must we step on eggshells when we want to tell the truth? Adrian, I don't think we need to be walking so gingerly and walking on eggshells just in case we get doxed, or just in case we're gonna get flamed, or we're gonna get trolls and bots coming after us and shit and all that. The truth is the truth. And you mean people can no longer handle the truth?
Can't handle the truth.
Yeah. You can't handle the truth.
Yeah. And ultimately, when the big equation falls back on the Forex, there are things that these guys will do at half the price. And you're right, exactly right what you're saying. The employer is going to look at that bottom line, your cost to company, your value creation. If we need someone to work on weekends, and if you don't want to work on weekends, her 4X just went up to 8X.
And then Singaporeans become xenophobic.
I don't know. Are we?
Yes, we are.
I think we are.
We reach a stage where, like, as a developed nation, and most developed nations do. I mean, the old term in the UK, bloody foreigners, right? It started from World War II, before the D-Day landings, and when Americans were all over Portsmouth and Dover and all, right? We're waiting to invade France, right? And then the Brits were saying, we don't like the Americans. They are overpaid, oversexed, and over here.
Yes.
So we reached, and then the term "bloody foreigner" started coming around in the UK.
Yeah.
I think this phenomenon is across the board in most developed countries in the world. And for us now, we've become really xenophobic too. And then they blame it on Sika. They blame it on
that I agree with you. But I think Singaporeans, I think everyone in general are xenophobic to a certain extent.
Yeah, let me tell you a little story, man, because besides this series, right, I also have the tribute to SG Music Icons. And I hear a lot of stories through that series. Talk about the music industry in Singapore way back when, in the late 80s and through the 90s. And then we had the Filipino band explosion in Singapore. Yeah. A lot of Filipino bands are performers, and they are freaking talented as shit.
They are really good.
And actually, there was a time our local musos got really, really, really upset.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Because they were taking jobs. Their jobs, according to them. But look, after that, we had our own explosion. It forced our musos unconsciously to get better.
Up the game.
They upped their game.
Yeah.
Then we had bands like Energy coming out. Then we had Kruger. Then we had Jive Talking and all that. Right? And they were there.
Yeah.
They were at a standard, you know?
Yeah.
And there must be something that has got to happen for people to either run away or fight through.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Rather than sit on your butt and complain and point fingers and blame.
And then do fuck all. That's the worst part.
No, exactly. And I think that sometimes what upsets me most is when I see people going online and complaining about, this so-and-so group of people are stealing my job, stealing our jobs. It's a fair market out there, and who says it's your job anyway in the first place? It goes to the person who can bring more X.
Yeah, and it's amazing that you brought up this 4X topic, because it reminded me of someone, and I will not mention names. To me, there are several music bands in Singapore that are institutions. This one was an institution. Yeah, it lasted for a long time with different musicians coming in and out. That band, but the band still remained. Yeah, and someone in the band, I will not mention names, actually shared this with me personally. And he said, one of the strategies they've had was that they went to a big major club group owner and said, you bring us into this club to play, and I guarantee you this minimum amount of revenue during our tenure there. Okay? Yeah. And straight away, they were signed on.
Yeah.
They had the residency.
Yeah.
And I felt that, wow, first of all, ballsy.
Yeah.
Secondly, confident as hell.
Correct.
That you can generate that. Confident in your following.
Yes.
Confident in your ability and your talents and what you can bring to the table. Yeah. Wow. I mean.
And in fact, that then would say that if you don't engage us, it's your loss.
Yeah.
Right? I'll go to the next pub, the next venue, and I'll perform. And I'll bring that revenue to them. So that's why the 4X, 8X, because they are confident of the 8X.
Yeah.
And say, look, you're just paying us a fraction of what the value we're going to create.
Yeah, but let me share this other morsel with you as well. In recent times, I do a lot of charity shows. Yeah. And I've had, I'm not going to name names again. I'm going to out people, but I just done one not long ago, and I did it for free, right? I mean, you get Chris Hansen for free.
That's a steal.
For free,
Let me guess, they're complaining?
Oh, wait.
Oh, no, tell me.
At the introductory meeting, I wasn't their first choice. There was a former celebrity that was the first choice, and the person actually recommended me because that person is no longer based here in Singapore.
Okay.
So I said, okay. He called me up out of courtesy and said, do you want to do this? So I looked at it and I said, okay, you know, I mean, I would love to support the organization. I understand its cause, and okay, I'll do it. So they have never met me before, the organizers. So they met me for the first time, and I was questioned this question:
What did they ask?
Who you are? How come I never heard of you before?
And it's a pro bono.
Yeah, not just that. As the, you know, those are pre-event stuff, right? Just before the event, it was like, Chris, you do this. Chris, you say that. Chris, you. And I had to go, I'm free, you know. And let's say, and this I consider to be like a rehearsal. And actually, if I was not doing this pro bono, I would actually be charging for rehearsals too. Okay? And please, stay in your lane.
Yeah.
Because don't tell me to do the things that I would know naturally to do.
Yeah. Don't teach your grandmother to suck eggs, basically,
Precisely.
right? You're the pro.
So stay in your lane, you know.
Yeah.
And I tell you, what 4 times, 5 times, and I actually offered, I will sing. And well, and for singing, like I treat it like busking lah.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, everybody, if you like the song, donate to this charity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And maybe we can raise a couple of $1,000s more. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. We don't want you to dilute the other thing that's happening.
Oh.
And you know, if there is a concern, right, I could actually offer, there is always a way around it, you know. But I don't want to volunteer it anymore.
Yeah.
So, and you got me for free.
Yeah.
And I wanted to sing for you to help your organization.
Yeah.
And you didn't want me to sing.
Yeah. And not only that, they insulted you while you were at it. So, okay lah.
They don't see it as an insult lah. They probably would think that I should have been magnanimous about it. Or
they insulted you. I mean, they're saying like you dilute the... Oh, man.
I'm always so afraid that people, I think, Chris, can you be the bigger person? Even now raising in this show, you know. Well, I didn't mention any organizations, and if you do feel it, then why should you be feeling it if you're not feeling guilty? And it was really sucky lah. The show turned out very, very well.
Of course.
Right? According to me lah. And according to the guests, because the most important people are the guests.
Yeah.
The audience.
I'm sure they had a fun time, right?
They did. And
it was for a good cause, so, you know,
it was.
The management and everything.
Yeah.
Those.
Just that I'm not your typical MC that will just play according to the same usual game lah.
Yeah.
The rules of the game lah, you know?
And that is why I never do things for free. I'm very mercenary to me, because what I found out is when you do something for free, they take advantage.
I did it for God.
Exactly. They forgot. If I do something for free, it's out of goodwill on my heart. But you know, if it's free, they take advantage. Okay, one stupid story which I always tell people. Okay, when you go out to the food court, and you tapao the meal, if that plastic container was free, you come back home and after you eat, you throw it away.
Yeah.
But if you had to pay 40 cents for it, you wash it.
Dry it.
It's a psychology.
Keep it somewhere in storage for use for another day.
Yeah, correct. But it's free, throw it. It's just the mentality, you see. So,
it's like keeping your tray lah. You know, if you don't keep your tray, you get fined lah.
Correct lah. So I think it's just a human mentality. That's why we don't, unless it's really for good cause. I mean, we've given pro bono support to single moms and everything for career support, career advice and everything. But when it comes to a big company and says that, why not you give a free talk?
No. This was really for a good cause.
Yeah, so that's fine.
I mean, I wouldn't just say yes to every charity that lands on my lap, you know, except those that I think are good cause and I need to help them sustain themselves.
That's okay.
Then you know, but come on lah, have some decency lah. You know, don't talk down to people. You know, just because I'm a guy behind a microphone. And then now you're on my show. And probably they wouldn't want me back anymore anyway. So,
so that's problem solved. You're not going to go back there again.
But Adrian, I got to stop you there if you don't mind.
Sure,
this is something I do on every episode for the season so far. Okay, you all know by now, you've been watching my show, but I need to do this. I need to tell you that we would like to help you level up your daily routine, because we've got some incredible deals lined up for you. We now have a deals page. Go to mydeals.page/260V, where almost all my deals are in one place. let me tell you what these deals are. We have a great haberdasher, distill union for you guys. If you want to streamline your carry and ensure that you have all your essentials in one place, you can have it in magnetic wallets. And we also have modular key organizers and cool wayfarers or shades, from this Distill Union. Distill Union is the haberdasher we're talking about. And for music fans and movie fans out there, you like your classic rock t-shirts, pop t-shirts, and classic movies like Scarface, The Godfather, Goodfellas, and great looking tees from a company that's been around in the US since the 60s, and it's a family business. They have over 300,000 licensed items for sale. Really cool stuff. Head down to Old Glory. And if you're heading outdoors, you can go to Pinche Gringo. Don't find a white person and pinch the guy. It's not Pinch the Gringo. It's Pinche Gringo. They've got comfortable, high-quality T-shirts, but with just in a subtle humor to get noticed without looking like a novelty, okay? It's great for the great outdoors. It's great for your fishing trips. So check out Pinche Gringo. And to keep your performance and vitality at your peak, including ensuring you have great gut health, hair health, and nail health, check out Zevo Life. It provides a patented nutrient-dense superfood that supports your gut and boosts your energy with just one daily teaspoon. Now, we secured the highest exclusive discounts available, up to 30% off when you use my promo code CHCPod. So check out the show notes or my deals page for all of the links. And what is separate from all of these deals is not on my deals page, are the deals on the Sure Shop. And for all of your audio gear, go to the Sure Shop and use the code AFC Henson. Just so you know, we earn a commission when you use my code. Is a perfect way for you to save money while supporting the show directly. So the show must go on. And with that, back to this show. Okay, Adrian.
That was really cool.
Oh, boy. But we got a deals page now, and
That's
I'm
nice.
pretty glad we got all this done.
I'm going to go check it out later.
He even created our own website for us, man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
amazing stuff, man. So we've already arrived at that stage of this game for the show, and we can offer all of our subscribers and viewers, great deals now.
Lovely.
Anywhere between 10, 15, 20, 30% off.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
nice.
That's cool stuff. You should go check it out, man.
Yeah. No, that's
You would like Old Glory, by the way, or Pinche Gringo. You
I'm
really
going to
would.
check it out.
Yeah,
Old Glory
go
looks
check it out,
interesting,
man. Yeah. Okay, so we're talking about the hungry foreigners. We're talking about, I was telling you about the band, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go back to 4X, man.
So-
Which is what we're here for.
So when it comes to like the band you're saying, they're so confident of their 4X or the 8X that they can actually name their price, their base
Yeah.
price, right?
Yeah, this is how I figured,
Yeah.
How much would the band have been paid? They would have multiplied that by how many times?
Correct. So much so that it's a no-brainer for
Yeah.
I would sign the person up on the spot.
Yeah.
Fun example, I was approached once by a digital marketer.
Yeah.
And she said that, Adrian, do you have a job for me? And I said, what can you do? She said, I can increase your sales. I said, okay, how much do you want to be paid? She says, you can pay me about, the salary I'm asking is about 6,000.
Mm.
I said, okay, that's fair. How much revenue can you bring in? Maybe about $5,000 worth of revenue. I said, what am I hiring you for,
Yeah.
And I said, look, if you can come to me and tell me, Adrian, I'm going to guarantee you $50,000 worth of revenue if you engage me, I would pay you on the spot. I would hire you on the spot. But she was not confident of her deliverables. So that's why ultimately you have to figure out how to support that Forex. And that's why we came up with the 7 career currencies you need to have in order to boost that Forex up. And the 7 career currencies are, drum roll, the first is your skills.
Yep.
Okay. And I'll go into detail a little bit more. People are hiring you for your skill.
Yeah.
Your skill as a host.
Yep.
Your skill on the sound mixing.
Yep.
Your skill to manage difficult customers, example.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So if you got no skills, I'm not paying you.
Yep.
I won't go to a dentist who's got no skills. I'll be terrified.
Yeah.
Or if I want to get my eye surgery done,
Mm.
I'll go to someone who's very naturally talented and is giving me a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
So the skills must be there.
Yeah.
But skills is not only thing that you have. Because if you've got skills but no experience, it's just as bad.
Yeah.
So for instance, you can be a very good you can be a very good surgeon, eye surgeon.
Yeah.
Okay. But if I have a child that needs eye surgery, I want to know that you have experience with pediatrics kids, right?
Yeah.
So you can have the skills, but you don't have the experience.
Yeah.
It's not good. If your experience is not relevant to me, that's why experience is the second currency.
Yeah.
So experience is important.
Yeah.
If you don't have it.
Yeah.
Right? The third is your reputation.
Right.
Because if you have enough experience,
Google review.
people. I need a host. Oh, talk to Chris.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Podcast. Oh, the Chris Hansen show. Right.
Yeah, right.
Straight away. Right.
Yeah, right.
Boom. So that's the reputation.
Anything is what Chris Hansen.
Yeah. Everything's Chris Hansen. Your toilet leak.
Chris Hansen.
Chris Hansen. Pest control.
Chris Hansen.
So that's why people tend to neglect the reputation element of it. So
Yep.
so they are very experienced, but nobody knows of their achievement. No one's going to come look for them, right?
Yep.
The fourth is therefore your network.
Yep.
Who are you? Who knows you? Your reputation is small. People don't owe you. People don't know you. And if people don't owe you,
That's
you're stuck.
so funny.
Why?
I should have co-written the book with you. Because I've always said this to people, especially the young guys. I always say this. It's not about who you know sometimes, it's about who knows you.
Yeah.
It's about who knows you.
In fact,
it's just more important than who you know.
In fact, I will take a step further. It's who owes you.
Walao.
Seriously, who owes you? You've done favors for these guys.
Yeah.
Who owes you?
Yeah.
So it's like, like for instance, if you ask me to do something for you, I'll do it because I don't owe you, but because of our friendship, I owe you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because it's time.
I done you a favor, then now I'm calling for the favor back.
Correct. So that's why the secret to the networking thing is your network capital, which means that who owes you, which means that you have to give up favors.
Yeah.
Remember The Godfather?
Yeah.
Right? He basically tells in the opening scene, the guy comes up to him asking for a favor, right?
Yeah.
And
Marlon Brando, the first
one, right?
Godfather.
Yeah, correct. And he says, if I will do this favor for you, but someday in the future, if ever I ask you for a favor, you must do it back for me.
Be a Don Corleone.
Yeah, correct. So you paid forward. You see?
Yeah.
So paid forward. For me, I out of the goodness of my heart, because I'm a nice guy, I do a lot of favors. I help a lot of people. So I don't expect to be paid back. But when I need a favor done, I pick up the phone, it gets done. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So that's why the network currency
one
is
good
very
turn
important.
deserves another,
Deserves several others. You know me big time, right? So that's it. So and then the fifth one is agility. You have to be agile to be able to switch, pivot. When you see the market changing, you got to pivot. And the sixth one is basically your energy level. Your energy is also a currency because it can get depleted. And the older we get,
fucking tell me about it, man.
The older we get, right? You know what I mean, right?
Tell me about it, man.
So some people want to be ambitious all the way, but you have to understand that as you age, as you move to a different stage, you can't be doing that Singapore to San Francisco flight twice a month and not suffer the consequences. Okay? That's insane. When you're younger, you can do it. Okay, crazy. So we need to watch and monitor the energy level. And the final currency is basically your finances, because finance is not just about the money. It's about courage. Because if you have a good freedom fund,
freedom fund, I remember you mentioning that.
Yes, the freedom fund, right? Your boss gives you crap. That's done. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Bye bye. Adios, amigo. I walk
Watch
out.
the birdie.
Bye. Adios.
Yeah.
So and that's why there are these 7 currencies which we need to look out for and start building from a very early age. And these currencies will bolster your forex, because with my skills, with my experience, I can boost up my forex. And the interesting thing is this: at different stage in your career, you want to focus on different currencies. So when you're younger, you focus on your skills, your experience, and your networks.
Okay.
Right?
Well, you read my mind. I wanted to ask you that question. How about the older ones?
The older ones? You want to be focused on your experience, your reputation, as well as your networks.
Right.
Okay. Because that's where you can start getting gigs, start getting projects in. And also, hopefully, your finance is there.
Okay.
So that you can have that amount of money.
Hopefully,
right? So that's why if you're mid-career,
Uh-huh.
a lot of it is you got to focus on your finance.
Right.
Because you just want to build that freedom fund to when you're 50, you got that freedom fund.
Yeah.
Then you can basically tell anyone to go and fly a kite.
Okay.
So that's how you manage your currencies in your portfolio.
Yeah.
And in the book, we give strategies for each currency. How do you maintain it? How do you grow it? And how do you make sure that it doesn't get depleted?
The first currency you mentioned is skills, right?
Skills.
Okay. Here's my question, bro.
Yes.
We know that Singapore government's great doing this, yeah, and your skills future and all that. Make sure you upskill yourself, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. It's all over the neighborhoods as well.
Yeah.
Right? They got organizations getting into all these things to help Singaporeans.
Yeah.
All that well and good, yeah?
Yeah.
And a lot of people take advantage of that, which is also great, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me be so politically correct here.
I'll be politically incorrect about that in a while. Okay, so-
I know we talked about skills
Yeah.
future before, yeah,
Yeah.
at length actually.
Yeah.
But with all that, still, I go back to that poor girl who
Yeah.
talked about hunger. Without having that drive, that hunger, what's the point of having all these skills?
Yeah. And
So these currencies, the 7 currencies, none of it will work.
if your base level skill is not there,
Precise-
right? Or
it's
if your
there,
skills
It's there, but you're just not driven to really go for broke.
or if your skills are expired and you're still complacent about it.
Yeah, you're not upskilling that.
Yeah, correct, right?
Yeah, okay.
So I would say
So we're all brain power here, Adrian.
Yeah.
Singaporeans are great at that. We are brain power. We're the number one country, the highest IQ. That is true.
Yeah.
Okay. People are academically very, very well off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Academically well off.
Yeah.
But really, inside EQ and all that shit, don't have no. Most more often than not, most of them don't have. Okay, unless you're your own
could
boss.
be improved. Yes,
Could
correct.
be.
Could be improved.
Yeah, of course that could be improved. But at the moment, don't have. Okay.
Okay, let me tell you where I see the EQ don't have. Okay,
Yeah.
when you go overseas and travel, you see the
Fuck that, bro.
you see the Singaporeans.
The ugly Singaporean thing is not just overseas now. It's here. It's at home. It's everywhere now, man. Come on. You know something, man. You know. Let me, since we're on that topic, I'm sorry. I've been digressing a bit here and there. You know, I've had 2 shows I've done where I had to scold my audience.
Oh, really? Naughty. What did you do?
Yeah. Because the fish market, the whole ballroom's like a fish market. You have a poor guy down there talking, presenting, giving speeches,
And they are
or presenting even, begging for funds, trying to get people to donate towards a good cause. And people are yakking. And I had to go up there and I said, I have to stop the person presenting or giving a speech and say, I'm so sorry to interrupt. Ladies and gentlemen, a modicum of respect, please.
Oh, that's so sad.
I've been to wet markets that are not as noisy as this place. Right? Can we bring this down to an acceptable level of noise?
Yeah.
Right? He will not continue until we have that.
Yeah.
And this is exactly how school principals will tell the kids in their schools.
Yeah, that's right.
And I'm telling you, your kids, I'm telling you.
That's so sad.
And
these are grown-ups.
yes, and they're grown-ups, and the majority of the room are our people. 95% are made up of our people, and come on, you can't say that, oh, we are a decent lot. You complain about everything, but you don't complain about yourselves. Anyway, coming back to the point. So if you don't have that baseline, you have the skills. Yeah, let's say you upscale yourself.
Yeah.
Right. And you continue to do that. All well and good. Because we've got that. What's the word for it? We've got that in us. We are very academically inclined. Yeah. But then again, you want to drive yourself at work. You want to be ambitious for your career, and then compete with the next guy who may not be carrying your passport. Right? And are we even willing to do that? Some people argue that, that's because people have really taken our places. We can't do it. We can't compete.
That's very sad. I agree. I hear a lot of people saying that.
Yeah.
And I feel very sad for them.
But then my question always remains, I mean, you're unemployed, you're jobless now? No, I got a job. I've got a job. But he's already taken that place. You mean that place will always forever be occupied? No, it's already above me.
That's what I call learned helplessness, you see. They've given up. So that's why, for me, I find that, you're right. I find that to be quite prevalent. And you know what? I can't control it. We can't control it. So all we can do is teach our kids that you are in control and teach our kids to be hungry. No choice.
You know something, man? You know, this is interesting. Let's say the boss of a company looks at two identical resumes, one local, one foreign.
Yeah.
This 4 times promise, 5 times promise, 10 times promise. Provided, of course, provided you are sure that you can deliver, right? And if you're not sure, I think you got to suck it up and have some fucking confidence in your ability, right?
Agree.
And then you go straight to that guy and say, I can deliver this, right, next to that guy.
Yeah.
Okay, as opposed to that guy, okay?
Yeah.
So you decide whether you want to. You don't take me, you're damn lost.
Correct.
Somebody else who takes me is going to really freaking benefit from me.
Yes, exactly.
Okay? Your call now. Who you want.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
I think that shows hunger.
Yeah.
That shows hunger. Because that confidence shows you're hungry.
Yeah.
You should watch the episode if you haven't yet. If we've already released it not too long ago. Layla White was my guest here. And I tell you, that woman is a go-getter. just to give you a little summary. She was a personal trainer, right?
Wow.
And she's a very driven person. Well, you should see her when she was at a peak, when she was training and getting herself like 8 packs, man. I swear. And she was training she was a PT to a few high-level customers, clients. One of them happened to be a big wig from the Four Seasons group.
Okay.
And he just asked her this question: can you design gyms, Nana? And she just said, "Of course." And then I asked her, "Did you know how to?" No, I didn't. How the fuck? I said, I'll find out.
Yeah.
I'll find a way.
Like what Richard Branson said, right?
And guess what?
Say yes and figure it out, right?
She designed and built 16 gyms across the Four Seasons group across the planet.
Oh, wow.
And they flew her business class.
Oh, wow.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
And she didn't know how to do it in the first place.
Not really rocket science either, right? But just say yes and figure it out and learn it, right?
Yeah.
That's what I call, that's what I call being hungry, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I said, wow. I mean, there was something else she did. I can't remember. My memory fails me, but she did say something like this. She has 5 companies, and she was, I can't remember what the task was. And I asked her, did you know how to do that? No. I go figure it out. Yeah. I mean, wow.
Yeah. And the best thing is, in today's...
Oh, by the way, she's going 60.
Amazing. That's young.
Yeah. No, not that. I mean, the point is that, hey, young people. See the specifics here. The X-Gen.
X-Gen, yeah. High five.
We do this every episode. I don't know why.
No, so and to your point of saying that it's not rocket science, right now there's no excuse to be ignorant because everything's online. You can
and
go,
you have AI.
You got AI. You can just figure it out. There's no excuse for ignorance.
Precisely.
You go figure it out.
Yeah, but I'm speaking of AI. I'm sorry, I'm digressing again.
Go.
But I talk to you. We really have a conversation.
These are the fun branches.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I got to mention his name. This guy I got to mention. Hey, Stephen Francis. Kai and I, some people know this. Weeks and weeks ago, we were dabbling in AI, and we wrote a song, right? I think I told you this. We wrote a song. Yes. It was a gorgeous song. Yeah, because we didn't pay for it. You got a free version. So if you know how to use, if you know you have a DAW, your digital audio suite, right? So what I did was I extended it. I gave it another verse, blah blah blah, and it sounded gorgeous. Stephen recently, a couple of days ago, he put this up on his socials. He used the same thing, but with a music video as well.
Oh,
yeah. The music video didn't do him justice because it didn't look like him. It really didn't look like him.
So it's fully AI.
Yeah, with background singers. But he wrote the song using the AI, the same AI we used. Yeah, the song was gorgeous. Yeah. And the song had many parts to it, little parts here and there, which then I realized, hey, a good muso who uses AI to write songs and arrange and orchestrate and compose and whatever, the song turns out great. A great musician using AI for the same purpose, it turns out to be phenomenal.
Yeah.
someone like me there's not a muso, can come up with something that sounds so good.
Yeah.
But he made one that sounded amazing.
Yeah.
So AI can't really take over things, you know?
Yeah.
You got to be first good at what you do.
Exactly. You need to know.
And then you
know
use AI to make
Correct.
it better.
So that's why I say for us older folks,
Yeah.
we should not fear AI as
Yeah.
opposed to a younger kid who
Yeah.
does AI.
Yeah.
Because we know what good looks like.
Experience, one of your
Experience,
currencies.
exactly. From our experience, we know what good looks like. I'll blink one look at it. That's not the way you present. That's not gonna work.
Yeah.
AI doesn't know it yet.
Yeah.
The young punk who does it doesn't know it yet.
Yeah.
So that's why I say don't fear AI.
Yeah.
Embrace it.
Yeah. Because if you're good already at what you do, and AI will just make you greater.
Yes.
You know, and I saw that. Thanks, Stephen. Really, that's a lesson I learned. When I saw, I said, "Geez, I couldn't have done that."
So, interestingly, our point of view on AI is this. You know, in the old days, when we meet a customer and the customer says, "I want it cheap, I want it good, and I want it fast." Correct, right?
Mm.
So we always tell them what it's a triangle, right? You want cheap, you want good, it's not fast.
Yeah.
You want fast, you want good, it's not cheap.
Yeah.
And now with AI,
Yeah.
it's faster,
Yeah.
it's cheaper,
Yeah.
and it's gooder.
Gooder.
It's gooder, you know. So
I hope you think for you to get cheaper because the agentic version is damn fucking expensive.
you need to know how to play with it, but it's
It's expensive, bro.
Suno is crazy. You're using Suno for your music.
I use Suno, yeah.
Yeah, Suno is crazy.
Yeah.
They need to pay someone upstream to for all the AI powers being sucked up. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
really amazing, man.
So that's why the AI, you know, if we have the advantage as the older generation, because we know what good looks like, and we just use the AI to make us gooder.
That's exactly it. We know what good looks like. That's a damn good phrase, mate. We know what good looks like. And then we can recognize what is good and what is really great.
Yes.
And
so
then
the good becomes
Then we see
greater.
who's the originator of this great.
Yeah.
And then we realize that this guy is already great.
Yeah.
That's the reason why the whole output using AI sounds even better than what any ordinary person can do.
That's why I don't like people saying AI is the next big thing. I think it's not AI. I think it's just technology.
Yeah.
You treat it as technology.
Yeah.
You look at Hans Zimmerman. He's the audio. He's the music producer for Gladiator. All the big movie scores. Right. He was the first person, if I recall, who digitized all the instruments and digitized everything so that he could sit down at his computer table in the 90s and draw
manipulate
and draw up at least a skeleton of what the score is going to be like.
Yeah.
And then when everything's done, he writes down and then he gives it to the orchestra to perform.
Yeah.
That wasn't AI, that was just technology.
Yeah.
Even autotune also, right?
Yeah.
It's just technology.
Yeah.
But autotune is bad technology. It makes people who can't sing.
Oh, no.
I don't know. I don't like autotune. It sounds so fake.
I can tell you that much. People who really can't sing, even the autotune doesn't help them.
Really?
Because autotune, right? You can, for those kind of people who really can't sing, let's say they're completely off, you put in the actual key of the song, blah, blah, blah.
Does it work?
And then, no, the person sounds completely, you can tell that is fucking autotune. It's in your face.
Okay.
But every musician these days would use autotune.
Really?
Oh, yes. And then, but how
even
much?
Live on stage?
No, live, no way.
Cannot, right?
No. But recording, how much of it do you use? You know, if it's a very, very slight amount you use, that's
okay. That's just slight
fine.
enhancement.
Yeah.
But if you...
the point is everyone uses it.
The question is that cheating, is it?
No, it's not.
It's enhancing.
I
guess...
it's recording. Recording, you got to be perfect, or you can't. Yeah. It's got to be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. True. You know, but there are also those who do that, but because they got lots of layers to work on. You know, you can sing some parts of the song. This way, I learned this from, thanks John Class of the Morsel Information. John Class shared this with me because he went to Sweden. He was in a recording studio. You know, the Swedes, they are the most sought after recording studios in the world.
Okay.
ABBA,
right?
Yes, but you have the Americans going there for recordings.
Ace of Base too, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't know about Ace of Base.
I don't know. I can't remember.
That's German, right? Aha is Norwegian.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Then Michael learns to rock. Yeah. So the thing is, a lot of musos from the US go to Sweden.
Okay.
So they layer the songs, so they'll sing one line, then they'll sing another line, and then the different tracks, they put them together, so you've got a much richer, fuller sound, you know. So everything has got to be perfect, the timing of that line, you know. You sang it just now, got to sing it exactly the same way, you know. So you've got to have things like auto-tune. Otherwise, it can go on forever and it's not done, you know. So anyway, digress again.
So AI, right? So AI.
Correct. So experience, that is also a very, very big key point in your 7 currencies.
And for experience, we have we need to ask a very important set of questions. Is your experience relevant?
Yeah.
If it's not relevant to what me as a company wants, no point. You see, if your experience is in opening markets in Malaysia and Indonesia, but I have no branches there, then no point, right? But is it relevant? Is it recent? And is it rare?
Yeah.
And if it's rare in the market, like your skill sets are very rare. How often you get someone who's a voice trainer, who's a MC, who runs his own podcast. So with that kind of skill set, it's rare to have, right? And
nobody wants me now.
An important thing, you have to be really good. Experience.
Yeah.
You can have a lot of experience, but if you suck at it, no point.
Yeah.
So that's why each of these currencies, you've got to pay attention, close attention.
I'm really good.
It's really good.
I'm really good, okay? Believe me, I'm very freaking good.
Yes.
At least, as long as I got a microphone, I'm very good, okay?
Voice training, yes. For voice training, exactly. So that's why people pay if you're really good for the experience.
We mentioned earlier about the younger generation entering the workforce and that they should have 5 years of work experience. And let's before we say goodbye on the show, unless you have anything more to add, I'm open, yeah? Before we say goodbye, can you maybe give one more piece of advice that's alongside the 7 currencies of that we've been talking about for these guys, besides the 5 years of work experience, you know, and guaranteeing, going there ballsy enough to guarantee to the prospective employer that I can deliver to you 4 times, 5 times, or whatever you pay me. Having that confidence is just leave them one more morsel of advice that they can use.
So at the end of the book, which we've written, the 7 currencies, once again, the skills, your experience, your reputation, your agility, your network, as well as your finance and your energy levels, right? 7 of them. One chapter we devoted to what we call loose change.
Wow.
Loose change. Besides your currency, there's stuff in your pocket which you pull out, right?
Okay.
The loose change are basically the factors that affect your success in life. Okay. The first is luck.
Okay.
Sometimes you just got to be lucky. Okay. Either like Alyssa Liu, she was the skating champion. Olympics,
the figure skating.
Figure skating champion.
Okay.
She's natural. She's talented. She's natural, but you know, her dad is rich.
Right.
Her dad was rich. And imagine if you're not rich, you can't afford to have the trainers, the gears and everything. So sometimes you're just born lucky. Then can't be helped. Michael Phelps, he's born the swimmer. He's born with a mutated long body with long arms and everything. He's just lucky that way. So sometimes you're lucky. So fine.
It's like a frog.
Yeah. It's like a frog, a human torpedo, right? Okay. So luck is there. But I think most important is talent.
Yeah.
You need to find what you're good at. So my advice is not just the 7 currencies, especially if you are studying or if you are still finding yourself. You have to find something you're talented in. And talent means that something you're naturally good at.
The constant exploration, lifelong exploration of talent.
Correct. And when you find something you're talented in, you're naturally talented in, okay? Like for me, one of my talents is I am very sociable.
Yeah.
I make friends very easily.
Okay.
You know?
So that is considered a talent.
That's a talent for me. Okay?
Being sociable.
Yeah, it's a talent. Because I can monetize it into sales. Right?
Okay.
I can monetize it into
EQ lah, basically.
EQ, correct. But I'm extremely sociable, okay? Fun story. I got a phone call the other day.
Okay.
I spoke to the guy for about 5 minutes.
Right.
And then my wife, I hung on him. My wife said, "Oh, friend." I said, "No, wrong number." It was a wrong number. And I was chatting. He said, "Why you talk so long?" Well, because coincidentally, he was looking for an Adrian as well. But Adrian Tan. So I had a good laugh. He joked. And then I said, "You talk to your stranger like some old friend." I said, "Yes, triple, right?" So that's where coaching comes in, right? Marketing, sales comes in. EQ, people skills, HR comes in. So you need to find what you're talented in. And if you're talented and if you're really good, you have interest in it, you lean into it. And the fourth loose change is effort. You got to put in the elbow grease. You got to work.
Not just due diligence, just a lot of diligence.
Yeah, a lot of diligence, correct. Not just due diligence. So you got to put in. So besides the 7 currencies you need to build as your career progresses, these are the elements you need to figure out. What's your talent? So for me and my kids, from a young age, I, as a career coach, they're lucky they got a career coach that I've been identifying their strengths, okay, what they're good at and everything. So
probably drives them up the wall too.
Yeah, it drives them up the wall. But I get them, I spot the talent and I nudge them towards it. Right? So it's like my daughter, she's very EQ, she's very good with, and she likes doing assessments, personality assessments for people.
Evaluations.
Yeah. So I nudged her into HR. And I think she'll be perfect for it. So my son, very logical, likes to argue and everything. So I nudged him to law. See, and he's doing well there. So the point is, you got to find that talent, align with your interest, put in the effort, and hopefully there's a good luck shining upon you, and you can then have the edge over someone else. And if you can align that in your undergrad days, do the stuff that you love doing and you're good at, you will slowly chalk up that 5 years of experience.
Okay, thanks for that, man. You know, what you just mentioned, evaluations, and your daughter loves doing the assessments. I got you to thank for that, You know why?
Right.
Very, 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 very recently, I've developed, well, of course, with the help of my AI, evaluation or assessments pertinent, of course, to stage work, whether it's for the MC workshop or whether it's for the public speaking workshop. So I developed those and devised those. And of course, get the evaluation done together with my AI.
Yeah.
When the scores come back. So I put it up in Google Form and I send it out to potential students or students who sign up for my courses. And then they come back and I assess them. And then I see how I can work with them.
Oh, nice.
And then what they need to improve.
Nice.
And then after that, I will score them with another evaluation.
Yeah.
I will put in the scoring and then I will evaluate from there. How much have they improved and where have they come?
Yeah.
So because of you and all this time I've had you on the show, having all our discussions and conversations, I recognize this and I got it done already.
Congratulations.
I've already used it already.
You've just created a diagnostic app.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And given it I'm teaching a school next week. I've given it to the students already. I've got their responses already. I've got all the results out already.
And
so
you know
I'll be evaluating them.
With zero experience in coding. And the AI does everything nicely for you.
It wasn't me,
right?
It wasn't
I know that, but you can claim credit.
Because it's my idea.
It's your idea.
And it was my inputs, and I said I want this. I want to be looked at.
And it's your IP that's proprietary to you, so it's yours. So it's that's mine, right. And you know what? I've ditched ChatGPT. I'm using Claude now. Claude Cowork.
No. Everyone's moving to Claude, man.
It's amazing.
Well,
it's leapfrog. So it's amazing. I use it so much that
So you ditch your old girlfriend.
I ditched Becky. Now it's Cleo. Cleo's the one now. Sorry, Becky.
You philanderer.
I still use Becky when I need her. So, Becky does.
So she's
my backup. When I run out of credits with Cleo,
you're a new squeeze, but then again, your new squeeze gets angry at you. You go back to the old one.
Yeah, that's the way I roll. So.
I tell you, the wife has got lots to complain about. Is there anything else you want to add, man, before I end the show?
No, all's good. The book's going to be out in October. It's called Your 7 Career Currencies. If you see it, go grab it. I think it's got fantastic ideas in there. You can. Where
will it be sold?
It'll be in all good bookshops, but in Singapore, all good bookshop basically means popular. So there's only one bookshop. Everyone is like, Kino's going to pick it up as well.
Yeah, okay.
But you can always log on to www.careeragility.org and pre-book it now. So pre-order.
Yeah, worth the while, guys. Yeah. And if you have any career advice you need, you can just put it in the comments as well, or you can just give a call to Career Agility, look for Adrian, and make an appointment and go see him. Okay, everybody, this is the last episode for the I Love My Job segment, and we're going to be moving on because after this, we're coming close to the end of season 7. But before I let you go, Don't forget to check out the exclusive deals I've got for you on my deals page, mydeals.page/260vig. Head there and you can streamline your daily carry with Distill Unit's magnetic wallets, score officially licensed music and sports gear from the massive collection at Old Glory, or pick up a comfortable outdoor-ready shirt from Pinche Gringo. To keep your energy and vitality at their peak, make sure to grab Zevo Life, the world's most nutrient-dense superfood. Now, I've locked in the highest exclusive discounts available, up to 30% off when you use my promo code CHCPOD. Separately, for all of your audio gear needs, head to the Shure shop at shop.shure.com.sg and use the code AFC Henson. Just a reminder, we do earn a commission when you use my codes. It's a perfect way for you to save money while directly supporting the Chris Hansen Conversation. Thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, and coming close to the end of season 7. It's been great having you guys so far. We love you all. And until next time, take care everybody. Bye-bye.
The Chris Hansen Conversation. Real talk, no filters. And a growing community of more than 100,000 subscribers across ASEAN, right here from Singapore.